Hey, what's good, guys? Popo here. Thank you very much for coming to the channel. What I want to do today is give you an honest review. It's been about 2 or 3 weeks now that I've had the Yamaha Montage. I've really gotten deep into it. Super dope with the screen, how it's intuitive and everything. But I don't want to talk about the good things because there's a lot of videos that talk about the good things. On this, I'm going to give a good review of some of the bad things that I found on here. One being that you can't sample. Not that I want to sample into this, but whenever you record your audio, it's hard to find your start points. I mentioned being able to find your start points would be really, really cool. I'm trying to love this keyboard. Spent a lot of money on it. I did get a good deal on it, however, but I still spent a lot of money on it. And this isn't going to help me sell any of them. Not that I'm trying to, but if you're trying to buy one of these, I want to point you in the right direction. I had somebody contact me. They were watching the EA Skis channel, and he left a comment about the Yamaha Montage making a fan noise. So he got a hold of me, and uh, thanks EA for sending him over to me. And I didn't even know this because I just got this soundproof stuff in my studio, right? So it's extra quiet down here. And I'm down here this morning, and I turn on my Montage, and I'll be damned, I hear a fan noise. And I'm just like, okay, there's a fan noise. Big, big problem. I'm gonna show you the fan noise, and then the saving the sounds on here. I know there's a specific workflow and format for everything, but damn, I thought I had saved this last song that I worked on every single way. You got to save your performance, you got to save your patterns. It's like you got to save in so many different ways, but it does sound amazing. I'm not trying to knock the board, whatever, it whatsoever. It sounds dope. It's probably the best board I've ever heard. But the sound that I heard, and I texted dude back. Hopefully that you get the text back from whatever. But I'm gonna turn this on so you guys can hear this. And I looked at some of the specs, and they're like, yeah, it's got a little computer fan. And I didn't know that you could make a keyboard so powerful that it needed a freaking blower motor inside of it. So I'm gonna do my best to try to get you guys to hear this sound. Okay, so check this out. I'm just gonna turn this on, put the mic up to it. This way you can hear it. Now, as far as saving and everything like that, I made a video on how to properly do that. But this one here is just going to be over this little fan noise that there's no vents anywhere. So there's a fan inside this Joker just going, and it's like, is it going to get louder and louder over time? I don't know. But check this out. All right, I got you guys right here with me. We're going to do this. And it's coming from right back here. And it's not like a power uh, it's not like a power noise or anything like that. It's like when a fan starts up, you can hear it wind up, and then you can hear it wind down when I turn it off. Here we go. I'll turn it off. You hear it? It goes. Just, I'll turn it off. Now it doesn't affect the sound or anything. You know what I mean? It still sounds fire coming out of the headphones and coming out of, and it isn't a very loud noise. But if you're hearing this noise inside of your monitor, there's a fan inside there. There's a fan inside. I will I'll take it apart and show that there's a fan inside of here, and it is rather loud. Um, I mean, I don't know if they didn't put vents on the side of this thing because they were trying to muffle that fan noise. It's not super, super loud, but if it's super quiet in your studio, you're going to hear that. And I have a fan on my mixer back there, and it's pretty loud, but it's got vents. So I don't know. I don't know. I just wanted to make the video and let you know about that, because I'm not gonna have you guys go out and buy something that's super, super expensive, and then you point the finger back at me and say, "Hey, dude, you didn't mention nothing about this or that." It's like, this is just like, I've had this for a month. The workflow is dope. The scenes is tight. The sounds are fire. The saving is weird, but if you do it right, if you start off your project, save it, name it the way you're supposed to, instead of just jumping all over the place. You don't just jump on something that costs 4 Gs. You work on it. And you follow the steps. It's really, really cool and really powerful. And I found my workflow with it, and I'm going to keep it. This is my thing. You won't see shit on this channel that I'm not going to buy or keep. I won't promote it. And if it's crap, I'll let you know it's crap. And if it's good, I'll let you know it's good. And this bad boy is super powerful. But and I did notice that today. I told the guy, I was like, no, that shit should, it's quiet, should sound pristine, like perfect, blah. But then I came down here and I was like, you hear power on, and just the slightest little bitty fan noise. But yes, there is a noise coming out of that. So if you're sitting in pitch quiet and you got a mic sitting right over there, it's going to pick up that little bit. You know what I'm saying? Don't know if that's for you or not. It's something to consider. It's not I'm just telling you, it sounded like I had a different family. Like, dude, what is it? What is that? What is that? And then I turned it on. I'm like, oh my god, because I'm working on it getting quiet. So I just thought I would share that with you guys. Other than that, the sounds is dope. Fire, everything is cool. Thanks for all the likes on the last videos that I put on here. I really, really like this as like a lead synth. I'm not so much worried about sequencing. I mean, if everything died in the studio, I could do it on here. I understand the workflow on it. I love it. It reminds me of an old RS 7000 with the different scenes and everything, and it's super dope. But yeah, just for you guys to know, that sound does come out of there, out of the back. Um, and you can't really tell, but it's there. It doesn't affect the sound of the board though, with the audio coming out. You don't hear it, but then again, it's only been a month, so I'll keep you guys updated on that. People were asking me a couple questions about why I didn't go with a Phantom, and there's no particular reason. There's no place for me to go out and try gear. I have to buy gear. You know what I'm saying? The guitar centers out here have pictures of shit on the wall that you go in there and then you got to order. You don't get to play nothing. There's no, it don't even, you can't do nothing. So yeah, I have to actually, and that's why I don't mind putting it on here and being like, hey, yeah, no, this is as close to a Guitar Center as you can get in St. Louis. So I'm just giving an honest review on this thing. Badass board, okay? Can't beat it. But there are some things. The saving on here is kind of hard. The bitch costs so much. I should be able to wave my hand and it should save. I should say save, and it should save everything. Um, but yeah, other than that, it's just a workflow, learning curve on how to save properly, being organized. It's super dope, and it keeps me coming back down to the studio to learn more about it. And there's a shit ton of stuff to learn about. It's not like a board that you're gonna learn in one day. Not that you can't, but there's very, very little bitty things on here. Like, it's super powerful, and like I say, there's no pictures or anything on here. Is why I like this. There's no pictures of pianos. There's no pictures of violins. Like, I can hear a violin. I know what it sounds like. I can't. I'm not really worried about the pictures or the space that the pictures are taking up. They focus just on sounds. So the sounds are dope. And the audio in on the back is super fire. It gives it its own sound. It adds power to it. Not like an MPC. When you record into it, it just records, like, it just records it, your audio, whatever you put in. This adds flavor to whatever you bring into it. It adds power, which is super dope. But again, to be able to find your start times, or to be able to stretch your song across the whole keys, this way you could play separate sections like on an MPC. Other than that, guys, that fan noise is not just you. So, or if it is, let me know, because maybe I got one that's defective. But if you have a Yamaha Montage and you've done a review, then why didn't you mention this shit? It can't always be all the goods. You know, you got to mention these things too. So you want real reviews? I'm gonna give them to you. Right on, guys. I just thought I would throw this out there. I tried to text Homeboy earlier, but hopefully he sees this video. It's crazy. But again, it doesn't affect the sound. Right on, guys. I'm Paulie Papa. I'll see you on the next one.